A look there at the high-rise towers of Miami. It's the Phillies and the Marlins next. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of three between the East-leading Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this matchup of NL Eastern Division rivals. I'm joined by Eric Karros and the newest member of our team, Steve Lyons, as we delve into our pitching matchup here in the opener.
Yeah, well, this should be a pretty good matchup here. Both of these teams entering this series on winning streaks. So it's going to be up to these two gentlemen right here to make sure that their team's streak continues.
The guys will have much more to talk about as the night progresses, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies, as their starting nine tonight will look like this. They'll match up against the fella you see right here, the veteran right-hander Henderson Alvarez. The leadoff hitter makes his way toward the plate, and we are ready for baseball. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
First pitch, 7-11.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. 77 degrees our temperature at game time tonight. Lined into left center. And that is going to be a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start the series. And with that, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Jimmy Rollins will get his first opportunity now. 2 for 4 to close out Sunday's series finale. Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0.
And here you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
Nobody out, runner on first. 1-0 pitch now. He's running towards second. Now a ball lifted in the air to shallow center field. And this is hauled in on the run for the out. And he had a lot of ground to cover to get to that one.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Chase Utley will stand in now. Certainly a dangerous hitter as he ranks number 2 in the National League in home runs. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. And there is the full list of home run leaders we alluded to a moment ago. Runner goes for second. A pitch out. The throw. They put the tag on him, and he is out at first base. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. And he'll pull this one down a step or two in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Down quickly go the Phillies. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. A look there at the starting lineup for the host Marlins. A.J. Burnett will get the ball to pitch against these guys, and he'll be given the task of really focusing on keeping these guys off the base paths. That means to be successful, he's got to focus on keeping the ball in the strike zone and avoiding the unnecessary walks. Christian Yelich will stand in now, and his batting average currently good for 7th in the National League. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
And I think that's just something you have to understand with an umpire like this. If it's at the knees, it's a strike. I mean, he'll be consistent with that call all night, so you just need to adjust up there.
Well, with that, we'll give you a look at the dimensions here at this beautiful new ballpark. 340 down the line in left field, 384 to the alley, a very deep 416 in straightaway center, though that Bermuda Triangle area will go as deep as 420. Then 392 to right center and 335 down the right field line, with those distances down those two lines flip-flopping from their previous home. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Here's a ground ball to first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, right fielder
Giancarlo Stanton will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. Number 19 is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Miami down in order after 1, no score. Ryan Howard will stride in now, and as you see there, he sits 9th in the National League in batting at the start of play.
Ryan Howard.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
The 1-2. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Boy, that's some movement out there on the mound. You see that as a righty, he'll naturally fall off a bit to the first base side of the mound, and he just uses that momentum to field this thing on the run and do it all himself.
Austin Jackson will stand in here, 1 for 4 in Sunday's ball game. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike one.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Lined hard to center field. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Yeah, this can be a tough play to judge. It's that line drive right at you in center field. It's tough because it takes a second to figure out that depth perception. But he's all over this one to make the play without any problem at all.
Dominic Brown will get his first opportunity now. And as you can see, he begins play with 35 home runs for the season. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is heading for the seats and out of play to the left. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. Bogusevic is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Phillies down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ronaldo Silva will stand in for the first time now, hoping to break out of this little 6-game dry spell at the plate.
Ronaldo Silva.
Now here's the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Let's go, Marlins! Come on now, get it!
And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
And this is swung on and bounced to Rollins at short. And Rollins will throw him out, 1 away.
Batting fifth, catcher.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring in Jared Saltalamacchia. Ball 1.
That's right. Wait for your pitch.
Now here's a swing and another chance out there at short. From deep in the hole. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
How do you get enough on this throw? That's what I want to know. He gets this thing deep in the hole, then basically just spins and chucks it as he's backing away into left field. I mean, that is some kind of play right there.
Jordany Valdespin will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now another 1-2. Grounded, foul. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. A.J. Burnett looking like the Burnett of old. Still nothing. Carlos Ruiz will lead things off. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Carlos Ruiz.
Swinging a hard hit ball towards the hole. And a base hit now, as that's how the third inning gets underway.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Cody Ashe steps in now. And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit well out toward deep left field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
A.J. Burnett will take a long look down here as he may be bunting to avoid the double play. Infield expecting bunt. Here's the first pitch. And they will have him bunting with one away as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Yeah, this early in the game, to me, this is the right decision. You give that guy at the top of your lineup a chance to drive in a run with a simple base hit.
Number 19 will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Here's a swing, and he saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Number 9 will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike.
Here we go.
Swinging a shot toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Brian Bogusevic will be the batter. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. Throw on to first for the out, and Burnett's looking at a 1-2-3 inning here.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mass, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Henderson Alvarez will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. It's still on his mind.
Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, will lead it off here for Philadelphia, to be followed on deck by Chase Utley.
Jimmy Rollins.
He looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And here's a ball rolled foul. Still 2 strikes. And this will be chopped foul here at home plate. Just gets a piece of it. Still 0-2. Now a bunt attempt here. And they get Rollins at first as he's retired trying to bunt his way aboard.
And that's what the 2-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And making his way in is the second baseman, Chase Utley. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Now a swing by Utley as he launches this one out to deep right field. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
The first baseman, number 6,
Ryan Howard will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And this is hit well towards the hole. On to first, and they're able to get Howard on the ground ball. 2 away.
Well, I think he may have taken the tougher of 2 approaches right there. I think he did have time to square his shoulders and try to flip it to first that way. Instead, he chooses the much tougher spin throw, but he still manages to put that throw right on the money.
Austin Jackson will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. Saltalamacchia is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. And we are tied 0-0. Christian Yelich will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Now a fastball right by him from Burnett. It's 0-1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
That's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. And that couldn't have been an easy take.
Swinging a hard liner to center field. Jackson is right there, one down. And these two teams right back at it tomorrow night. We'll have coverage of Game 2 of the series in high definition on the show as you get a look there at the two starters scheduled to oppose one another. Donovan Solano will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now.
And it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here to mix in a take every now and again.
Bases are empty, one man out. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in here, hoping to pick up his club's first hit in the contest. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Now a fastball swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. 34 home runs now on the year, as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
This is just their first hit of the night, but what a hit it was. He squares up on this thing perfectly and just drives it over the wall. That had some serious hang time to it.
Ronaldo Silva will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
Oh, he took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And maybe an excuse-me swing there as this is tapped in front of the mound. Throw onto the big fella Howard at first, and with that, the inning is over. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More to come from Marlins Park right after this. Dominic Brown will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
Left fielder, Dominic Brown.
First pitch coming. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is foul for the first strike. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And that's a setup pitch right there, 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The catcher, number 51,
So one away here with the bases empty, and stepping in is the catcher Carlos Ruiz. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike two. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And this is a swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt as they'll need to throw down to first. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are two away now.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Get some fishing for it. Then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
Cody Ashe will try it again. He flew out his first time. Swing, and he pulls the fastball that time high in the air toward fairly deep right center. Bogusevic will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. It remains 1-0. Jared Saltalamacchia will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Catcher, Jared Saltalamacchia.
Go Marlins!
Here's the first offering. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. There's his total now, just into his 5th inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Jordany Valdespin will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And a throw over to Howard, and that's the second out. Number 9 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Now batting, number 9.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. One good fastball deserves another as he jumps ahead 0-2 now.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Well, he's had a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on, so it's a great idea to go ahead and bounce one there on 0-2.
Fouled straight back. Here he comes again, 1-2. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Miami down in order, but they're on top 1-0. A.J. Burnett will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
A.J. Burnett.
Now the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. Saltalamacchia is out of the crouch, and he stays with it for out number 1.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Number 19 will dig in. 1 for 2 thus far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Fouled back. And this is high, a ball and a strike. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
The 2-1. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up, and I mean way up there on the left side of the infield. And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th. 2 gone, and Jimmy Rollins will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Well, he can't hold on there as he swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt, and he's down 0-2 now.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
And a tough slider there as he grounds it foul. Here's another 0-2. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. Phillies down in order. They still trail 1-0. Brian Bogusevic will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th.
Brian Bogusevic.
Now an off off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him. Well, for that man right there, only the one run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Number 19 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Henderson Alvarez will get the call to bat for himself here with his guys up a run here in the 6th. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
And that right there, that's why these guys only have one hit. He's had him chasing at shadows this entire ballgame.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Christian Yelich is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Well, he's now 0 for 3 in this one, but he's had a couple of good at-bats mixed in there. He's seeing the ball really well. They just don't want to fall in for him.
Donovan Solano will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. First offering on the way. In there, no balls and a strike.
0-1.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Now, and he comes through on 0-2 as this pitch is driven into right. It's a base hit. Giancarlo Stanton will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Burnett checks. Now the pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Burnett up to 70 pitches now here tonight. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
Boy, he comes through with a 2-out, 2-strike RBI. That's a real confidence builder right there, and conversely, that's very deflating if you're out there on the mound.
Ronaldo Silva is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. He's ready. Now the pitch. Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. Now a swing and a ground ball. Throw on to the first baseman Howard, and with that the side is retired. Marlins forced to settle for 1. 7th inning coming up. It's the Marlins 2 and the Phillies nothing. Welcome back to South Florida. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Chase Utley will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Bogusevic is in his tracks now. 1 pitch, 1 away.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Now the second pitch of the inning is sent on the ground out to second. On to first, and the shift pays off there as Howard is retired for the second out.
Yeah, it's not like he needed any help. He's pitching well enough as it is, but this is now 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the inning. And he's growing more and more confident with every passing batter.
Austin Jackson will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
First pitch to him. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Silva is there, and it's a 3-pitch inning as this side is retired. So he keeps rolling right along. Make it 7 shutout innings now. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Miami's out. Jared Saltalamacchia will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
And we'll check out the pitches by inning, and you can see he's up to an even 80 pitches now, so I'd imagine they'll start keeping a little closer tabs on him out there.
Jordany Valdespin will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Well, he's got a different look to him in this 7th inning. Much more determined.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And this one gets past Howard down the line. It's a fair ball.
Yeah, this ball might have caught him in between hops. He might have been unsure which way to turn his glove, over or under the ball. Instead, it just goes right through him.
Now a swing and a ball grounded to second. And a throw over to Howard, and that's the 2nd out. Brian Bogusevic will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Hard hit towards center. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And now he has some trouble with it in center. And the run will score from second here as this is now a 3-0 game.
And this is a good sign that he might be ready to break out of this slump of his. I can almost guarantee you that he talked about this with his hitting coach take the ball the other way, use the whole field.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. We'll march on to the 8th. It's 3-0 Miami. Dominic Brown will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
For the Phillies, left fielder Dominic Brown.
And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Yeah, and that's the right time to let it all hang out. This might be the last chance he gets.
0-2 pitch swung on and hit in the air out to straightaway left. And the 8th inning begins with a flyout, quickly one away.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Carlos Ruiz is at the plate as he watches ball 1. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
If he would have swung at that, you would have never heard the end of it.
1 out, nobody on. Lined hard to center field, and that's in there, base hit.
Boy, and we were starting to wonder if anybody was going to reach base on him again. That breaks a string of 12 in a row that he'd retired, and that's a pretty healthy portion of the game to go without having a base runner.
And here's the first pitch. And a fastball here is swung on and lifted in the air to left. Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Rafael Furcal is going to grab a bat and pinch hit, so as we surmise, that'll be it for A.J. Burnett. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the first offering. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Well done as he takes this the other way and laces it into left field, a base hit. Throw will hold that runner at second base, and now there are 2 on with 2 out.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives them a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Number 19 will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And it's no surprise, it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. Still. Jeremy Horst is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Jeremy Horst.
Christian Yelich will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. And he'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Sometimes that first pitch of an inning, a guy will go up there and show a bunt, but then pull it back, just to pull that third baseman in a few steps. He's not bluffing right here. He's trying to beat this thing out. But he winds up heading back to the dugout after just one pitch.
Michael Stutz is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Michael Stutz.
Donovan Solano comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
But a quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone.
Hey, you got to be quick down there. It's the hot corner. Seems like a third baseman, most of the plays you have, it's either on you in a heartbeat or it's a slow roller. Not a whole lot of plays in between, but he stays with it to make the play there.
So 2 gone now in the Miami 8th, and set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. Ronaldo Silva will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. And this ball will be chopped foul. A look over to Stanton, and now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw over to Rollins for the force at second, and that'll do it. Marlins leave 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Jimmy Rollins will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
These guys continue to put up very little resistance out there. He's on his way towards a 5-hit shutout.
Chase Utley will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now a swing and a ground ball, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And they'll get on the board after all. It's a home run. Solo shot that time from Chase Utley. 38th home run of the season for him. And the Phillies strike for a run. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, there's one thing for certain. He's picking the right time to start getting hot right here. With the postseason right around the corner, they're going to be relying on his offense quite a bit. And hopefully, this is a preview of what everybody's going to see in October.
Ryan Howard will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And now they've got him caught in a rundown.
Boy, nowhere close with this throw. Here's another look at first base.
Center fielder.
I mean, not only is this thing over his head, but you see it take off to the right field side of the bag, so it's not even on target. Very sloppy there. Potentially dangerous, too.
Well, now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And he'll signal to the bullpen. That's going to be it for Henderson Alvarez. Austin Jackson will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ball game. He's lucky that one didn't get him.
That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Now the 2-0 home. Blowing away with it here as he can't find the plate. 3-0.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The left fielder, number 9, Dominic Brown.
A.J. Ramos
Your attention,
will
please.
come on now as he'll try to
Now
record
pitching
the
for the
final
Marlins,
2 outs here.
Number 44, A.J.
Dominic Brown will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Close to the bag at second there, now the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. He's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because he would have taken his head off.
Steve Cishek is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Carlos Ruiz will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only 1 out now. Darren Ruff will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
18, Darren Ruff.
And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Here at the plate, you just need to be thinking base hit here. A grand slam, that'd be sweet, but a single should be enough to tie up this game.
Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike.
Yeah, going right back to the sinker right there, and why not? See if he's going to chase it again.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Deep breath time now on the mound. You got to compose yourself. And that strike zone's looking about the size of a tin can.
He's set. Now the pitch. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield. And the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Boy, that's just a nice pitch right there with the bases loaded. He gets an infield fly out of it for a big second out. And now he's given himself a much better chance to get out of this mess.
Kobayashi is the last chance now with 2 out here in the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Nowhere to put him here as he falls behind now, 2-0.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
Here comes the 2-0. Swing hard liner to left center. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And the second run will score as that evens things at 3.
What an at-bat there. I mean, you want to talk about coming up big in the clutch? You're not going to get any more clutch hits than this. And he drives in 2, and just like that, we're tied here in the top of the 9th.
Andres Torres will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
56, Andres Torres.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. 3 runs already home here. Now the 1-2 pitch. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, this is for sure the at-bat of the night so far.
Rolled foul off to the left, so he stays alive. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. He'll try it again, 3-2. Now a bullet to first, but a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. So not a good turn of events for this home crowd, as now their 9th inning lead has evaporated. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th, and we are all tied. Darren Ruff will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Number 18, Darren Ruff.
Antonio Bastardo will come on needing to get 3 outs here to try to send this game to extra innings.
Antonio Bastardo.
Jared Saltalamacchia will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Will Nieves is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Catching, number 22, Will Nieves.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And Rollins will throw him out, 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Jordani.
Reed Johnson will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And here is strike 1 called to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Now here's a swing and another chance out there at shortstop. Up with it is Rollins. Throw on to first is in time, and Johnson is retired for the 2nd out of the inning.
2 quick outs here to start the inning. It's looking more and more likely that we're going to need extra innings here to decide this one.
And now the right-handed batting Jeff Baker is in the on-deck circle. It looks like he'll be called upon to pinch hit here. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
He can't get him to bite this time. It's 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go a little longer tonight to find a winner. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Jeff Baker is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 10.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Dan Jennings will come on now as he'll take over to start the extra frames. Number 19 will come on now to start things out in the 10th. And you have to figure the momentum is squarely on their side after the manner in which that 9th inning went down.
Yeah, just a great comeback to tie the game in the top of the 9th, followed by putting up a 0 in the bottom half. This is a ball club that just won't quit out there, and they're going to keep fighting until the last out.
John Mayberry is up off the bench to pinch hit here, so we'll see what he can do to begin the extra frames. Now he starts to chase a pitch outside, and he can't pull the bat back in time. It's strike 1. I had him guessing that time, as he's barely able to foul it away. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high, 1-2.
And it's worth pointing out that they're burning through that bullpen here in game 1 of this series. That could have an effect on the rest of this week.
And this is fouled back and out of play. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Now here it comes. Now a swing, and wouldn't you know it, here's a ground ball to the guy fresh into the ball game out at short. Throw to first gets him. One out here to lead off the 10th. Jimmy Rollins will try and erase his 0 for 4 in the ball game. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And quick wrists here as this is yanked down the third base line. Throw-in time at first for out number 2.
2 quick outs here to start things off. Can't ask for much more than this in extra innings. Hold, serve, then give your guys a shot to win in the bottom half.
Swing and a shot toward right center. Stanton is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Phillies. John Mayberry will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
And hitting for the Marlins, number 59, Ed Lucas.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
A little bit outside. 2-1. And this ball is lined into center field, and right off the bench he comes through. It's a base hit. Randall Roberson come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Randall Roberson.
Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1. A look at the hit totals there into extra innings. Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
This is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
And they'll ask him to bunt off the bench as he puts this one down. Only play is to first, and a great job there off the bench as the sacrifice is successful.
Well, winning baseball games sometimes comes down to doing the little things. Perfect execution there, and now the winning run moves into scoring position with only 1 out.
Now a ball line softly here toward the right side. Foul. The 0-1. And here's a ball out towards straightaway center field. Jackson is there. 2 gone. Donovan Solano will dig in, needing to find a way to get that go-ahead run in from second base. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. And he'll turn and fire a desperation throw to first. Off-balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
But this would have taken a superhuman effort right here, deep in the hole. You see, he doesn't have time to plant himself, so he just leaps into the air, fires it across the diamond. Just a great effort, but this was always going to be a base hit.
Giancarlo Stanton is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Can't imagine guys like, and meanwhile this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. And now that third base dugout has really come to life. They are not happy about that last pitch. Hard to blame him, and I think it's going to lead to a warning as you see the home plate umpire coming out, and he will indeed issue the warning to both benches.
And I think that's what he has to do. You've got to keep control of the ball game and not let things get out of hand. So a good job there by putting his foot down and saying, this ends right here.
Ronaldo Silva will stand in now, hitless to this point, but with a chance to be a hero here.
Well, he knows better than anybody in that lineup that one swing could make up for a whole game's worth of struggles.
Ethan Martin will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out. And he'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. Swinging a tapper out in front. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. No winner yet. On to inning number 11 we go, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Randall Roberson will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Number 12, Randall Roberson.
Steve Nickerson will stay in the ball game now and take over in left field. Freddie Galvis is also into the ball game now as he takes over at second. Ryan Howard will try and get something started here in the top half of inning number 11.
First baseman, Ryan Howard.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Fouled back. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Oh, he goes into a slide. Can he get up and get him? He can indeed. A great play there for the first out. Austin Jackson will dig in. He walked and later scored last time. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And there's out number 2. Dominic Brown will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. And a swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. He's gotten that pitch past him twice here. Now, do you push your luck or give him something else?
Let it ride. Keep it out of the zone. See if he'll chase.
Now, here's a little tapper down that third base line, and this could be a tough play. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. Will Nieves will get his first shot at it here.
Catcher, Will Nieves.
And every pitch in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. Marlon Byrd will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 3, Marlon Byrd.
And ball 4 here on the intentional walk, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
Third baseman, number 25, Cody Ashe.
Cody Ashe will be the batter. He singled home a couple in his last at-bat. Ronnie Cedeno will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
12, Ronnie Cedeno.
And now this is swung on and pulled down the third base line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. Stanton will get there, and he puts it away to Marlon Byrd will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Jared Saltalamacchia will get us going now in the home half of the 11th. And he'll step off and try again. And now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jake Diekman will take over now to start the home 11th, knowing that just one would be the end of this ball game. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike one. Now this is wrapped back up the middle, and that's what they needed to start things out. The winning run's aboard. It's a leadoff single.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and at average, it'll climb a few more points.
And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. And now he has some trouble with it in center.
Looked like he got a fairly good read on this ball. You see him try to time his leap here, but it's just out of his reach in center. Once it's by him, this turns into an easy double.
Jeff Baker is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0. And this ball hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. And there's ball 4. So the bases are loaded, and we'll see how the infield decides to play it here. Marcell Ozuna is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one.
Yeah, he needed that one. Something to give him a little bit of confidence.
And he is out at the plate. So hold all tickets. We're not done yet. One big out here in the inning.
Oh, and that's just a huge turn of events right there. With the score tied, you gamble a little bit here by bringing that infield all the way in. And look at this. It's right to him, and he's able to start that home-to-first double play. Now, you're not out of the woods yet, but those are two gigantic outs at this point in the ballgame.
Randall Roberson will dig in. No official at-bat yet as he delivered a sacrifice bunt in his first appearance. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Good waste pitch, 1-2.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Kyle Skipworth will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Number 53, Kyle Skipworth.
Henry Rodriguez will come on now as he'll take over to start this 12th inning.
63, Henry Rodriguez.
Humberto Quintero will stand in to start out the 12th inning of play.